Okay, guys, welcome to the session, and please see the screen. So this is a special session conducted only for the Q&A, so you can get the good amount of chance to ask the question because in the regular time we have limitations. I have office, you have limited time, and because of that we cannot take extra duration. So that's the reason we will be taking such kind of special Q&A session quite often here onwards whenever we will get the chance on the weekend. So please read it carefully. It's only related to relationship. So just stick to the agenda. I'm not getting video. I did not get email. Please don't ask out of the topic questions. Just only stick to the point and speak about the topic and questions. So please proceed and start the question. Also, no assignment, please. We don't do spoon feeding by giving the answers of assignment. You know that. So please don't ask me answers of assignment. Try by your own 10 times and then ask me an email. So please proceed and type your questions about relationship, anything about the LR, MDR, M2M, self, HR. So there is a question, name field instance only standard field which we create during the object creation. Name field instance only standard field. So if you say that name, for example, if you select auto number during the object creation for object and object B, we want to establish relationship between object and object B as employee name custom field of type text. In that case, we can use it in the, yeah, whether you use auto number or whether you use name, the way we discussed in the demo session, it doesn't matter. It will come in the relationship, but only you can show the name field of another object on the relationship. Means suppose company IBM and employee Peter, and on employee Peter's page, IBM will be displayed or IBM's auto number will be displayed. Significance of primary master and secondary master from user perspective or only developer understanding? Okay, good question. Zero impact for user perspective. Only one small impact. That's in terms of the security perspective. Means it will inherit the security features of primary master or behavior or security. Anyways, like anything we just discussed in the previous session, it will inherit the properties of master, right? So at that time, it will inherit property of primary master. Otherwise, no impact in user point of view. During the roll-up summary field, so there's a correction. It's not roundup. It's a roll-up summary field. Introduce in master object. Suppose we apply some filter criteria based on filter roll-up summary field is calculated. Okay, but in below detail list shows all the records. Is there a way to apply same filter in the detail list? Okay, so he is saying that suppose I make a roll-up summary and I want to just, let's say IBM is a master and 10 employees are there. And if I make roll-up summary, let's say I can mention employee with experience more than 15. I can make such kind of filter and show out of 50, out of let's say 10 employee, only 2 people are there with age more than 15. But at the bottom of IBM, all the records will be coming. So can we filter that? So no, we cannot filter that, which is a related list. There is a question about in the lookup filter using the value instead of field. So I would like to give an example of some last year project we have done, and the situation was we had one field called as country, and apart from that, we also had a field called as vendors on the same object. Now, whenever anyone using that vendor list or trying to select a vendor in terms of ranking or in terms of the ratings, at that time, whatever country he is going to select at the beginning, as per that only he should be able to see the um, vendors. So if he's selecting the field equal to Australia, and when he's going to click on the magnifying glass, then only Australia related vendors he will see. So that was one of our project case. There is a question about account and asset in schema builder. So they are connected to each other by LR and MDR. Just look at the color. That's all. If it is red color, then MDR. Blue color, then LR. Simple. There is a question: do we have any criteria to connect which object to connect first in many-to-many relationship? Yes, but that matters not much. But still, as I said that before a few minutes, as the main object, the primary object is going to inherit the or just decide the properties of the child object. So mostly we focus on that object whose properties, whose security features we want to apply on the secondary. But that's again a kind of minor situation. In the real-time project, mostly we don't worry about all these things because almost both are having same rights, and if one gone, second becomes primary. So nothing special as such. Yeah, the only thing we just focus is like just we have only clarity that if suppose I want from object A the security features to be inherited, then I simply connect to object A first, then it becomes primary master, and then I do the same thing for other object. Apart from that, no major criteria or constraint or even any kind of specific impact. Can we use lookup for M2M? We can use, but conceptually that's wrong, and Salesforce recommends M2M should be having strong dependency. So conceptually, it can be okay. Sorry, practically it can be okay. But if you talk about the concept of M2M, then you are wrong, and then neither interviewer will be agree with that because Salesforce recommends if it is M2M, then it should be strong coupling. So answer is you cannot use, you should not use. Let me see next question. There is a question about suppose we are loading the data, then in terms of working on the relationship, we are going to have some bonus session on that. So we'll discuss about this at the end of the syllabus, maybe in the format of video or maybe in the format of live session. So we'll speak about that at the end. Let me see next question. Which is the most which is the most widely um, type of relationship you are used in the projects. Almost same in terms of quantity of MDR and LR. Almost same, but still maybe slightly 1 2%, 5% more I will give to LR. So let's say LR first, MDR second, M2 M3, and HR 4, and SR fifth. There's a question about the levels. So Salesforce recommends or proceed up to 3 levels of relationship, but still this will be keep on changing. Salesforce changes this time to time, but 3 level up to that Salesforce proceeds. Is it possible to connect more than two objects through MDR? No. In any type of relationship, to navigate from one detailed record to next, is there any option, say next button or so? Or do we always need to go to back to the list and record to see the detailed record? Is there any type of relationship to navigate from one detailed record? Okay, no, that a pagination kind of thing, next, different records. No, that is possible by coding kind of activity, not here. Next, in difference between SR, LR, self relationship is concept, but no field present related to that. SR, where there is no field called as self relationship. We use lookup relationship in the steps. So it's very simple. The person who's asking the question, watch the video neatly and show me that did we see any kind of field called as SR? Simple. Just watch the video neatly and tell me, was there any field called as SR? And was there any field called as HR? HR field, yes, it was there. SR field, it's not present in Salesforce. So watch the video one more time, you'll get the idea. So let me see next question. Same questions I can see. Is there any automated process for reparenting while changing LR to MDR? No, no automated process. Yeah, the only thing we can do is we can work on the large number of records. That only we can do, and that's possible by some data management tool. But as I said before, sometime we are going to see this at the end of the syllabus as a bonus session. But apart from that, we cannot automate that. Can child be standard object? So standard object can be child of standard object, but standard object cannot be child of the custom object in MDR. Let me see next question. If anyone's question is skipped, then just assume that your question is already answered in the answer of another student. There is a question about governor limit. Now, when we did not even know what is governor limit, and everyone in the session even not having idea about governor limit, and you are asking this question, then just tell me how can I answer this. Apart from you, everyone will get confused. So sorry, I will not answer anything about this. Ask when we learn governor limit, so that other people also will understand what is the meaning of governor limit. Out of the point question. Let me see next question. Primary object maybe have multiple fields when we create relationship field on secondary object. Okay, so the person who is asking the question, I already told you that there is only one field which is available for relationship, and that is text. So I'm not sure why you're getting confused. There can be 100 field, 500 field, 800 field. Only one field we can connect in relationship, and that is the standard field, name field. So please note it very clearly. There is no reason of getting confused. Only one field. Whenever I'm creating object in Classic, if I want to use whatever you create in Classic, same thing in Lightning. In fact, whatever we did in the class for our entire relationship things, same in Lightning you can do. Oh, only that issue I said you, that the only issue which I explained you, that that related to uh, filtering. That's the only issue. Let me see next question. Just give 1 minute. Just 2 minutes, guys. Okay, thank you for the hold. There was a call from office, and let me now see the remaining questions. There's a question about external lookup. So external lookup is something which we use for some outside data. You have some data in SQL Oracle platform, and that you want to reference Salesforce as a kind of a connected object. Then we can use external lookup. There's a question about who will decide whether two different objects are required or just one object will suffice. This will be decided with the coordination of BA and your seniors, and BA will discuss with client. So this will be combined decision, not individual decision, because ultimately it's going to be used by customer. Right now in the related list of section will be primary object. I can see record information as a link to drill down. Can I add additional columns next to record like tab layout? Yes, that is also possible if you want to add some additional columns in the, let me just show you that. So suppose if I open company which has workers at the bottom, so these are the workers at the bottom. But if modification is to be done, then you can go for this edit layout option here, and after that come down, come down, come down, and there is a wrench icon, and click on the wrench icon. Just click on that, and after that just add whatever you want to add to the right hand side, like this. Like this you can add. And just some small information also I would like to show. If I go in lightning experience, whatever you're doing right now, same everything will be result in lightning experience. Only one very minor change is if I just open the object company, this is one of the only difference I would say in relationship topic about lightning and classic, except that issue. Now if suppose you are working in the lightning experience, let me just show you here. Then in this case, the only small difference will be at the bottom, there will be no list the way you see in the classic experience. The related records will be here. That's only small difference. Otherwise, concept and everything is same. Okay, it will be here. So please note this point. And let me see the next question. I'm trying to work on compact layout and not getting the required field. No idea. Try 10 times more the way I did. If it is working for me, it should work for you also. So assignment questions, we don't answer like this. Try from your side 100 times and watch the video. If it is working with the same step, it should work for you also. And then after that, you ask me this question. 1 minute again. I'm getting call. Just 1 minute. Okay, thank you for the hold. Some urgent calls are coming. That's why I had to pick. In assignment document, there is an assignment for hierarchy relationship. There is CPQ. No CPQ. Whatever I said is having no connection to your assignment or your class. Please neglect that. Please neglect that. Just neglect that. It is having no connection to your learning. After applying hierarchy relationship in user object, can be able to delete other user? Yes. In relationship assignment, one question is related to the formula field, and we have to solve that. Okay, right. Okay, that one is missing. So fine. So that was related to. I'll just show you that here because that was. So that's why I was asking in the last session that if anything is pending, let me just show you here. This is one interview question. So let me just add here. Let me add the tab here, worker and company. And suppose company and Oracle. And just look at this for example. So you can see all employees are having experience. Now, if I want to get the highest experience, lowest experience, fine. These are simple or straightforward things. No extra steps required. But suppose if we need the average of experience, then what is the mathematical format for that? As per your school calculations, what you will do if you want the average value? Yes. So total number of count all the experience and divide by total number of employees. Right. Now this is not possible in roll-up summary. Then the interviewer will ask how you can do this. So in this case, first of all, we can calculate the total number of experience that we can calculate. So for that purpose, let's create the field. If I want to create total number of experience, again, roll-up summary, because that's the only field we have. And workers, and what we want, sum of experience, and we will also do one thing. This is something internal calculation, so we will show only to ourselves. That is only system admin because it's for our internal calculation. Customer wants what? Customer wants average. Then let's keep it to us only because this is not related to customer revenue. So total sum of experience we can do. Apart from that, what is one more thing which we need to use for division purpose? Yes, total count of employees. Again, we can do this by roll-up summary. Next, and total count of employee. And here, in this case, just we need count, nothing else, but for the object worker, and that's all, nothing else. Next, again, just make it available for you only. It's no one asked this to show on the screen. No customer is interested to see on the screen. It's for our internal calculation, so don't show them. Okay, so now the only thing which remains is if I just refresh this page, see now here, click on Oracle. So total count of employees and total experience. This is available only for me, okay, or my profile. No one can see that apart from my profile. So now the only thing remains is calculation, the division. Now that there is no such concept in roll-up summary to do such kind of division. Yeah, but there is a concept of taking the fields data or taking the data from other fields. So we can create one more field which will take the data of other fields, make some processing, and will give the output. So that field is called as formula field. So such kind of automated field based on the data of other fields, it's possible by formula field. So I'll just click on here. Now this is formula field. Please note formula field will only take the data from other fields, and that's what we are doing, taking data from other field. Average experience of company, and it's a kind of numerical calculation. We can go for this. Decimal value you want to keep, fine, keep it. And next, insert field, and here we'll go for the total. What was that field? Total experience, and divide total count, and remaining things options, keep it. Next, visible, next, and save. And now go to the main page and refresh, and you can see now this you can show to everyone, and this you don't show to anyone. Okay? So that is the answer of that question in the assignment document. Let me see the remaining questions quickly. While creating relationship between two objects for naming convention we follow, there is no naming convention format followed by this industry, so there is no specific condition. Yeah, but it depends on company to company. So when you join in the company, then you should ask your senior about this. Apart from that, there is no naming convention of this industry. Upon creating the relationship between object 1 to object 2, can we add any field from object 1 to object 2 as some relationship exists? Only you can work on the name field, the standard field. For average, we have created sum and count. How to hide the sum and count from user? Just I shown you before 2 minutes. Is it possible 3MD relationship use for junction object? No. If we modify or add certain fields to an object in one app and we use the same object in another app, will the changes reflect there? Yes. If yes, can we limit this? No, we cannot limit this. One object in application 1 will be always same in application 2, 3, 4. Can relationship be related? Yes. If yes, can they restore again? No. In most of the cases, they will not restore. Or some changes will happen. For example, in some cases, MDR will become LR, like this. Let me see anything else pending. Can we use any other field apart from name? No. For searching, no. Okay, fine. only name field for searching using displaying only and only name field. That's the rule of Salesforce. We cannot change also. All right, all the questions answered. So good questions, guys. And now here, let's meet in the next session. And anything else apart from that you have, you can mail me. Okay. See ya.